Here are just a few tips for pitching a large teepee. We're working on the tripod, getting it lifted up here, and the three of us tried it from Colorado Yurt at first, and we just were having a hard time. So we recruited a couple of other guys that were trimming trees on the property. We've got one guy to the left pulling the tripod up with a rope that you can't see. I'm kind of footing the two poles of the tripod there, and then we've got three guys that are lifting the tripod up. You can see just in a second the two guys on the two pole side are going to kind of leapfrog each other and lift that up. Of course, the guy that's got the rope in right now has got the bulk of the work, and he's really pushing hard, pulling hard. And we're going to raise it right till it's balanced here. And then we're going to pull one leg of that tripod out. And this is a kind of a critical time, because if you bring that balance too far forward towards the rope puller, of course you're going to pull it right on over. So be careful right here. Swing a leg of that tripod out and you're good to go with your tripod. And then you'll just want to kind of place them, kind of estimate where they're gonna go according to the measurements in your setup guide, and then you can get your tape measure out and begin to really hone in on it from there. This was the last few poles, and as you can see, our space was really tight, and we were having a little trouble doing what we call footing the pole, which is basically where you put your foot on the bottom of the pole, and that creates kind of a stop for you, and then you lift it up from that pivot point. So what we're doing, we call it our huddle stop, which is kind of in honor of our shop manager, Clint Huddleston. It's something he created. But it's basically just two 4x4s which have been bolted together in a V shape. And so we're going to put the butt of that teepee pole right in the the crotch of that V, and that's going to really keep that from doing any sliding around. And these were really heavy poles, so that's a big help to keep that base stable. And we've got it on a deck here, so it's we've just screwed it into the deck. We've also got a couple of holes drilled through this tool, so if you're pitching your teepee on the ground, you can drive some rebar through those holes, and that'll keep that huddle stop stationary on the ground. We're just going to lift it up and drop it into the proper spot on the teepee poles there. Right in the crotch. When we placed it, we placed it where we could do a couple of poles from this same spot. Once the teepee is placed in the teepee pole is placed in the crotch, you can move the base end of that around a little bit. So we're placing that base in right inside that V, and I've got my foot on it there. Two guys are lifting that up. I'll give them a little help here. And you can kind of balance it at this point. The weight is off of it, but it's that's kind of the tricky point where you got to finesse it into the right spot. And again, you can just move those poles around a little bit once they're you've got them up. Just move the base around a little bit. What we're doing now is we've got 2 eye bolts screwed to the pole on each side of where the lifting pole is going to go in. And that rope goes through the eye bolts and under the TP pole, the lifting pole, and the cover. And what we're doing now is we've attached a block and tackle to the deck, and we're going to tie that into the rope that goes under the lifting pole. And we had tried just kind of lifting it manually before this, and with the 3 of us it was just a little too much. Once we got this system going, it was a piece of cake. So basically some sort of pulley system. We've got a block and tackle. You can't really see it right now. It's you know, at the other end of the rope where the guy in the red shirt is pulling, at the other end of the rope from where he's standing. And we're hooking it into the rope that goes under the lifting pole. All right, we're about ready to go here. The block and tackle that we've got allows you to pull, but it also locks itself once you've made that pull. So it's not going to go backwards, it's only going to go forwards, which is a nice little option to have on that. All right. And again, you can't really see it in this picture, but we did use the huddle stop to raise the lifting pole. And up she goes. So we've got it to a certain point here, and we're gonna, you know, gently lay it into the last spot available.